new sketchbook video. It's been a while since I've recorded a video. Recorded a sketchbook tour, but I think I'm not going to post it because it's been a while since I recorded it, and I don't know, didn't think it came out that good. Not the sketchbook, but just like the video, and I don't really want to record another one. Plus it was like really big, like the camera was, I had to like put it up on a higher thing so I can see everything. The sketchbook is big. Here's a new sketchbook, by the way. It's been a while since we've been doing this one. I started it on the 6th, June 6th. It's July 17th right now. Yeah, also I forgot what it was like looking at the computer when I draw. Like usually I have my phone next to me, and yeah, that's it. That's how I draw. So it's like kind of right there. Now I have to look up which, same thing. But updates, I started school, taking painting, which little by little I'm getting better at it. It's like really slow, like compared to watercolor or drawing. Color mixing is fine, I guess, but more practice I'll get better at it. I started playing Apex Legends video games on my brother's PS4. Yeah, I traded my lacrosse stick for being able to play, which I thought was a good trade. And yeah, it's pretty sick. I'm playing every once in a while. Yeah, I started a new comic, the Cindy comic. Sad to say, but I think we're giving it a break for right now. Definitely not abandoning it because I think the story is good. But we're doing another comic, which is a space comic. I think it came out a little weird. Space comic, and it's a way bigger resolution. The Cindy comic is 400 by 500. This one is 1000 by 800. So it's way bigger. It's more like a drawing instead of a pixel thing. Like I'm starting to treat each panel or each drawing as more like a painting, you know, with the black and white or whatever thing I have going on. Yeah, so it's been pretty chill. I didn't really know what the story was going to be about until today, this morning actually. I'm just going to say it now. I mean, I usually like to say it a couple times or think about it a little more so I can tell it better. I cut out the things that are kind of not really worth saying. But basically they're on, it's like 4 soldiers, or they're just the girls with like the shoulder pads, and like those are the girls if you've seen before on Instagram. They're on a ship, and their mission is they want to take this infected zombie ship. And I guess some zombie came on there and everyone turned into a zombie, right? And they want to get like some data from the bridge. So 2 of them are fighting zombies there. The other 2 are like fighting zombies close to the escape pod so they can get out, you know? And yeah, basically they go back, and it's kind of like the hook for the story, like kind of to get you interested. Start off with zombies, or start off with fighting, because it's all like guns and stuff. I mean, they use swords sometimes. Okay, these toes, I gotta focus on them. If not, they're gonna come out really weird. Here's the dog, I don't know if you hear him. But anyways, the zombies, they're on the ship and they're fighting them. But the main character, her name is Plop. She's the pink girl with orange hair, like there's horns and stuff. And she tells this other character that I named today, her name's Starla. She has a star for her hair, looks like a star, that's why her name is Starla. I was like, damn, let me see what like names mean star or something like that. I'm like, I saw Stella, like something else, and like Starla, like from like regular show, like Muscle Man's girlfriend. So yeah, that's where I got that from. But anyways, Plop goes into the escape pod with Starla, and they're like, yo, she's like, yo, basically she's gonna go on a mission with her friend Maeve, which is the green girl with the antennas. Because one of her friends was accused of deserting and killing somebody from their group, like one of the ranks, right? And she's like, yeah, like that would never happen. Like, why would she do that, right? She's a little suspicious, and she wants to go check it out, see what happened. So obviously, you know, you can't just go wherever you want. So they're gonna be like, oh, we're gonna go to this place, but they're actually gonna go to this planet that is just like a war zone, right? There's like a bunch of fighting constantly 24/7, and yeah, that's where they're going to look for the girl that killed somebody and deserted, like ran away from the battlefield. So that's what's happening, and they're telling her this because Plop wants Starla to take care or look over their friend Jessie, which Jessie's like the yellow girl, and she is like kind of losing her memory, or like losing her mind in a way. Like we don't really know what's up, but yeah, that's just like another thing. Like what's gonna happen is, well, basically I thought like what's gonna happen is they're gonna like realize that she is losing her mind. Like she's not losing her mind like going crazy, but she's like forgetting stuff, like dementia kind of, like, you know. And they're scared that, you know, the army's gonna be like, or well, the military where they're from, it's gonna be like, yo, she's like unusable, we can't use her, and they're gonna just eliminate her, like put her down, right? So that's why Plop is going to Starla, like, hey, can you look over her? You know, okay, her lips came out really weird. Can you look over her, right? So Plop's like, yeah, or Starla's like, yeah, for sure. And basically that's like the gist of the first kind of arc there. So what's gonna happen is they're gonna get to the planet, they're gonna find their friend that deserted and killed that person, and what's gonna happen is they're gonna find out that somebody killed one of her friends or something. Whoa, she looks really weird. I don't know what's up with her face. I have to put more eyes to fix it. I gotta take the attention away from down here. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, so they're gonna go to the planet, they're gonna find her, and you know what happened was somebody, the person that died or was killed one of her friends, you know, like, and tried to like frame her, but I guess that person didn't know that this girl was there watching her, right? And she's like, it's like, now we find out there's some big conspiracy, right? Now who's giving the orders? Like there's somebody else here, and there's also, now we find out there might be other people that are also like taking these orders, I guess, like, there's like some kind of corruption, right? So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. So that kind of starts the whole thing of yeah, they go on missions and there's a bunch of characters all over, but there's kind of like a little like a little thing in the back of like, hey, what's going on, like kind of a mystery. Now I haven't really drawn any villains, which I never draw villains. Should draw them. Right now every character is like in that little suit, that little space suit, like the shoulder pads. That's pretty much it. That's all they have. Their uniform. But I have to start making up some other characters. That made her face look cooler. Making up other characters. Don't know what's going on. I think it's her bottom lip that's too small. That's fine. So yeah. Now, Starla. I mean, every character has like some kind of thing with them, like Maeve, which is a green girl. I don't know, she's really into fighting. I think there's some kind of lore between Maeve's sister and Plap. Her sister used to be like some like, you know, they used to be like fighting. They used to always be like together and stuff, like in the same missions or whatever. And I think Maeve's sister died or something, and that's why Plap likes Maeve so much. So they're like kind of buddies. I mean, they're going on that mission together to find that girl that deserted or whatever. Whoa, okay, I thought she only had 4 toes, but she has 5. So yeah, that's the story so far. And I also have other character sketches that I would like to implement. Like, for example, making other character stories, like, for example, how we just started this story. They're on a mission or something. There's more units out there, like people. I mean, anyone can be assigned any mission with anyone, right? Like, they don't really have a say sometimes, but there's some kind of missions that are like kill missions, like you have to kill these people or you have to kill this person. Usually it's like, you know, not very covert because they always wear those uniforms. But yeah, Plop for some reason does not like those missions. She does not go on them, and I think it's because like Plop has like these horns, which there are other characters that have horns, but she can turn into like this monster. I mean, not really a monster, more like a xenomorph kind of, like still human but also a monster, kind of. Yeah, she just does not like turning into that because she just like loses control or something. I haven't really looked into that yet. But I mean, I don't know when I started that comic. Probably Monday or some Monday, Sunday. I don't know. Today's Friday, so we'll see what goes on. I mean, I haven't really fit any time for comedy. Like, there haven't been like any funny moments. Which, dude, to be honest, like they don't need to be. I'd rather have like a couple funny moments that are actually funny instead of just like a bunch of moments that are not really that funny, you know? Like, oh, I started reading Chainsaw Man. Yeah, really good. I like it a lot so far. I'm only on like chapter 6. They just met the power girl with the hammer. Not really a spoiler. But yeah, I thought it was, yeah, I recommend, if you're this far into the video, 14 minutes, highly recommend to read Chainsaw Man. It's like an anime coming out soon. I mean, unless you want to wait for that, but yeah. This came out kind of weird, to be honest, but it's alright. I think we're gonna go in with Tombow Dual Brush Pen. This sketchbook is really good, by the way. It's just like an office book that my dad had, like some little book they give him. I don't know why. There's like some coffee stain here. I don't know how that happened. Or maybe it was like sauce. So like, oh yeah, dude, I've been eating so much Panda Express and Chick-fil-A. because those are pretty much the only two things open at my school. I mean, they have Foro Tropical and something else, I think. I don't know what it is, but I haven't eaten at those places. But yeah, it could be teriyaki sauce or something. But yeah, basically, I've been taking music appreciation and I'm taking drawing next semester. Classical drawing and figure painting. I'm taking landscape painting right now. And yeah, it's chill, I guess. I think I spoke about that already. I forgot what I think I got into this topic because I said Panda Express. Yeah, that's it. I've just been eating Panda Express a lot. Oh yeah, jiu-jitsu. I mean, I already spoken about jiu-jitsu. I think that I started doing it again. I think this pen's a little too loaded with ink before I can do this technique with it, but it's alright. And for the next one, I use a pen that's more worn out, like the purple one I have. So yeah, Chainsaw Man coming out soon, anime. One Piece, I haven't really watched any One Piece. I did watch the Peaky Blinders, which I thought was the last season, season 5, but apparently they have a new season coming out soon. So that's cool. Yeah, I really liked it. The show is really good. I really like Thomas Shelby. Basically, I mean, this isn't really a spoiler, but he just like keeps continuing to put his family into danger, like his friends, his family into danger, because like he can't handle you know, the trauma of like the World War One. Yeah. So yeah, basically he's become kind of like obsessed. Like in the last season, like he even did something that, you know, why the hell is he even doing that? Like he was trying to kill like this communist guy or like this fascist guy, but there's none of his damn. I mean, like why is he doing it, to be a good person, or is it just because to just keep putting himself in more danger and stuff, and you know, because he can't handle being normal, like living a normal life anymore, and is, you know, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything else in case you want to watch it, but yeah. I really like Lizzie. I think Lizzie is probably like the best looking girl in the show in my opinion. I don't know. But yeah. Like probably gonna touch up the collarbones a little more, or touch up the collarbones. Yeah, if you're wondering who I play in Apex, I play Bloodhound, but I haven't been playing it because I want to leave his kills on 69 until the season ends. Like it's about to end. And then I also play Loba, which I'm also trying to get her to 69 kills. Yeah, I like playing both of those, and if they're both taken, then I'll pick Bangalore. That's pretty much it. Don't know who I'm gonna get my next time. Like after 23 levels, you can pick any hero. I was thinking about getting Crypto, but I think I don't like his playstyle. Like, I mean, I don't know what his playstyle is, but I would imagine you have to sit back and like use your drone. That's kind of annoying. Maybe it isn't. No, maybe it is a good one for me, because like I'm not really that good, because I barely play. So maybe that might be a good person for me to pick. Oh, I'm taking forever on this one. 20 minutes on one figure? Holy crap. Alright, the next one is going to be a super quick drawing. I mean, these videos aren't really for the drawing. I mean, it is, but it's more for like the brain dead zombie monologue. Like, if you want to put this in the background or like go to sleep, then this is a perfect, perfect video, I guess. Okay. Alright, next figure, we're gonna put her here. Actually, next pose. Yeah, so my goal for 2021, I think I've mentioned this before, is to finish a comic. That's my goal. Which we've come close. I mean, guaranteed I'll finish one before the end of the year. Did I really want this this story to go through? Like, the only reason I didn't go through with the Cyndia story is because it was too small or whatever. Like, now I have so much more experience. I made it big, right? It's like a drawing, basically, instead of a little pixel thing. So we're good. Like, there's just no excuse. I mean, hopefully I don't find one, you know? But, and it doesn't matter. It's not like I'm quitting comics. Like, I'm just starting a new one and making it better. But, you know, yeah. I've come to realize, like, the way I start the ideas, like, it's usually, you know, something cool or like a cool scene that I come up with in my head. For example, like them shooting down the hallway, or them like in some ship with zombies, right? And then little by little, okay, right, where is this going? Why are they saying this? You know, like there has to be dialogue. So that's where I like get the ideas from in terms of what's going on. But yeah, the idea of Jessie being like kind of losing her mind. What's gonna happen is like Plop's gonna have to kill her, because it's not even her anymore. Like, they just prolong the inevitable, which is, you know, like that's it. Like, she's like deteriorating, and like it's no longer her. Like, it's not Jessie anymore. It's, you know, like, and if it is her, like she's just like, she can't even like function in some ways, you know. And Plop just has to like shoot her and like kill her, I guess. Which I don't know how I feel about that right now, but we'll see how the story goes, obviously. But yeah, I think Plop is gonna have like problem with like like connections to people. Like, yeah, she's gonna have a problem like not letting go of people. Maybe she will have a problem letting go of people. Yeah. So that might be it. That might exactly be it. What Plop's thing is. Yeah, Plop used to be the name of, or that's what I thought it was, the name of like one of the girls in the Cyndia backstory, the vampire girls. But I just thought, like, why hide away that cool name, you know? Plus it suits Plop. It suits the space girl a lot. So yeah, names are kind of, no, I mean, not tough, but like, why would I name why would I name one of the characters like Brittany or like Stacy? Like, what the hell? It's so dumb. I mean, it's not that it's dumb, it just doesn't sound good in my opinion compared to like Plop or Maeve. Oh yeah, the girl's name is Maeve, the green girl. I think I said that already. And then Jessie. I don't know. I think Jessie's fine. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the arcade now, which is cool. So I figured I'd record a YouTube video before. I mean, I had to draw a page regardless, so why not make a YouTube video of it? Yeah, this might be a 2 poser. There's not really that much space. I drew her really big, but the video is really long, so it's probably for the best. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go to a convention called the Otaku Fest, but to be honest, I don't know, because I don't really sell that much like fan art stuff anymore. I met this guy that he does comics, and he was like, oh yeah, I should go to this one called Zine, like these things called like Zine Fest. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that existed, but it's cool. So I really want to finish the comic now, or finish something, you know, so I can at least say like, oh hey, like I do comics, which I do comics. Like I spend almost all my time doing comics when it comes to like creative work, right? I guess this will be more like practice work, sketchbook. I've been drawing a lot of guns. So cool, right? I think I have more, yeah. But yeah, also the guns in the space story are like kind of like M16s and like MP5s. No, what the fuck am I saying? It's like, I think the MP5, I think it is the MP5, it's like a submachine gun, like those kinds of guns. And I think for tanks, they're gonna have regular tanks, like World War II looking tanks. You know, why do they have to have some weird space thing? Like, I like those tanks, so why can't they have them why can't they be in the story, you know? It's like, it's your world, you know? So, that would be cool. And then for the enemies, not really sure. I was thinking about this group when I first thought of the space story with these characters. Like, I thought of this group called the Cruciphites. Their starships are like basically like these huge crosses, and they are like very religious people or whatever the fuck. Yeah, that's it. And they kind of killed Maeve's sister. I think Maeve's sister's name is Grace for some reason. Grace is her name. What? I guess she looks like Maeve, except she's a little taller and her face is like more slim. Like her chin is more like slender. Like Maeve's chin is more like, what am I looking for? Like square in a way. Okay, I should draw her first and then to talk about it. But yeah, I like how the faces look. Like now that I look at it through the camera, it looks kind of weird. Sometimes you don't really realize it when you're looking at it like directly into the picture. Just like focus on the eye or like the nose, like a little part like that. Yeah, that little, if you notice, like I do that in some of my faces, like a little dot there and shade it. It's like for the shadow that's in there. I'm like, oh, why a dot? Well, like if you're doing watercolor, like what if you just go like that, a little thing, like that's the color. That's like the thing for watercolor, right? Sometimes you just have to like suggest the shadow. Oh, there's just a shadow there, right? You put a little dot. So I just did the same thing, but in pen, and it looks cool, I think, I guess. That's it. She looks cool, I think. Not gonna shade it because I'm gonna use her head's kind of long, but it's alright. I'm not gonna shade it because I'm gonna use the brush pen. So yeah, you know, things have been looking like right now. I feel really good. Like, I did the comic. I drew. Gonna go to the arcade now. Okay, her arm's kind of lost right now in this thing. That's alright. Let's see. I think the image gets kind of cut here. Kind of make up a little bit. But yeah, all the people in all the drawings in the space comic are out of my head, which that's the way I like it, because I don't want to have to find a reference for this, and oh, what if I don't have a reference and I can't do it? Like, that's very limiting, I think. Perfect. Let's shade her first. See, this one's way better. It's like more worn out. You don't have to be as careful, which you'll need to like some cool marks and stuff, since you kind of just like let it rip more. And I don't know about let it rip, but kind of like an airbrush look in a way. I think when it's too airbrushy, it looks kind of weird, so I try to, do like line work with the brush or with the marker. Like in my old sketchbook, I did a drawing of someone's face entirely smooth, like no texture in terms of like lines or whatever, and it looked really weird. I mean, it didn't look weird, it just didn't look right, or it didn't look as interesting as it could with these kinds of marks. I think rib cages look really cool. I usually like bones, like ligaments, like muscle anatomy, stuff when there's like low body fat. That's cool. But also I think it's cool when there is some kind of fat, like for example under the stomach, like right here there'd be like kind of a little thing going like up and then back down, kind of. Like, I think that looks cool. So that kind of gives the stomach area like volume, not volume, but makes it like look more 3D or easier to draw with like putting shadows and stuff. But yeah, video's gonna end soon. I'm just gonna draw this. Also, 2021, 2022 is 6 months away. What the fuck is going on, dude? That is insane. We're like over halfway through the year. That is crazy. I don't know where the time went, to be honest. And also, there's a character called Fuse in Apex Legends. I guess he's 50 years old. He's like this Australian guy. And he's like, oh, 50 something 50 decades running. Like he's 50 or 50 something. Holy crap! I've only been alive for 2 decades. I'm 21. Like imagine with 3 more, and 3 more in terms of like you're actually conscious. Like, are you really conscious when you're 10? I don't know. At least not now, like compared to how you are now. So that's something to think about, I guess, for me. I was like, damn. I always think like, well, once I'm 30, like my life's pretty much over, which is not true. Like someone was telling me how they're like, oh, like I'm cold now because this has happened to me and this person did this to me, but like why do you let that stuff like, change you like that? Like yeah, learn from it and I guess don't make the same mistake twice, but don't be like all like, oh, I don't like anyone, like it's like hurting you in a way, like hurting your experience of living, and also like it deters people from wanting to be your friend or wanting to talk to you. Yeah, I usually like keeping the hair white. So I'm gonna take this. I haven't really done this before. Usually it's always been the star, but it's kind of like a clover type thing. But we'll try it out on this page. Something like that. Now we can either leave it like this, or we can try to shade it to make it pop out more in one of two ways. The first way is we can use the marker to color this in, or we can use the marker to color the background in. Or not even the marker, just use texture but through this, like doing lines or whatever. There we go. I feel like I can ease through the Sketchbook pages way more now that I've kind of had more experience doing that. I mean, I've been doing sketchbooks for a long time. I mean, not a long time, just a long time for me. Since I've been doing sketchbook pages for a while, but yeah, I think maybe you get better little by little. I mean, as you do for everything, but yeah, Loki came out, Bad Batch. I haven't watched any episode that came out yesterday. But when I watched the first episode of Loki, my brother watched the whole show. I mean, he told me it was good, but I haven't watched it. Today's the 17th. We're gonna do a best of both worlds type thing. Some of this over here, some of that over here. See, I kind of did a sharp one here, right? But it doesn't matter. Just keep going, I guess. Like, I feel like once people that don't really draw that much can kind of get through the thing that like nothing has to be perfect. Like, it doesn't have to be the exact way you want it. Just like, kind of go with how it is. And it's like an easy thing of like, you can get better faster like that. I mean, there's not really an example, but the whole thing, not necessarily for this, but with everything. Yeah, I think we're done. I'm actually gonna take this. So you see how like it pops out? It's like very subtle yellow because the marker is really worn. I don't know if you can see it actually. I think you could see it, but you see it like way more than you normally would. if I did this, because these things aren't shaded, so you have like an outline, which amplifies that even more. So there's a separation between the color and because of the outline of the little clover. And it makes the figure pop out more, which is cool. It's like a quick thing. I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly perfect, right? It's like another thing that makes it look cool. It's like, looks so like easy, which it is easy. You just show and go around. If you mess up, or if you go into the lines, like, hey, it's all right, I guess. I feel like it sounds like really condescending. Like I'm like, all right, guys, so this is how you shade stuff. This is how like you stay in the lines, like, yeah. Did not mean to give that kind of thing. I feel like sometimes I don't give that kind of impression, but I think I feel like I do. So. Let me see if this is this is part of the overcoat, I'm gonna be honest with you. Now I'm fucking this is like a fucking coloring video now. Like, alright, stay in the lines, stay in the lines. Jesus, man. What have I done? There's no stopping now, really. Yeah, this is mega overkill. It's alright. Alright, done. That's the end of the video. The song is called, song of the day, or song of the video is called Call Me Maybe by JPEG Mafia. I didn't know that was her name until I read it. I'm like, what does her name stand for? I'm like, oh, it's JPEG Mafia. Yeah, there's the video. And yeah, I will see you in the next one.